That's right, Liz and Chris. Well, we're here at the Teamsters Union Hall, and Governor-elect Newsom just arrived. There's hundreds of people in there waiting to hear from him, and he just walked into this building with some of his staff. They're confronted by one heckler over here. But what he talked about today, well, he came to listen, basically, to Valley concerns, and he did talk about a big issue, high-speed rail. He says he supports it but wants to see changes. The governor-elect's visit to Fresno comes as the future of the massive high-speed rail project is in doubt. Gavin Newsom told us he wants the project completed.
I've been a long-time supporter, and I continue to support the valley-to-valley segment, but I also think it's time for a fresh start, and I think it's time to take a more sober and honest assessment of what it is and what it isn't, and that's what I intend to do. And the audits have been pretty critical, and frankly, I've been critical of some of the financing plans over the past few years, but I hope to get it done. But we're going to do it, I think, with a lot more transparency and a lot more accountability.
At a roundtable meeting with business, political, and educational leaders, Newsom listened to their concerns. Seated next to him was former Fresno Mayor Ashley Swearengen, a high-speed rail supporter. As head of the Central Valley Community Foundation, she believes Fresno needs to be ready to be linked to the rest of the state.
We know that at some point there's going to be better connectivity between the greater Fresno area and the Bay Area. That's going to be good for our region. We've got to figure out how to make that happen. State Senator Anna Caballero says she got a first-hand look at the need for high-speed rail. Because of the weather, it took her 6 hours to drive to Fresno from a meeting in Los Angeles. She says she wants high-speed rail to succeed.
My position is that it provides a really important link for rural California. I'm really happy it started here in Fresno, and I want to see it continue.
Congressman Jim Costa, a longtime high-speed rail supporter, applauds Newsom's call for a fresh start on the project and believes Congress and the President will get behind an infrastructure spending bill that will provide money for high-speed rail projects around the country.
They've got funding to go for several more years, and in the next Congress, I think one of the things that everyone is talking about is the hope for a bipartisan infrastructure bill.
Newsom didn't just talk about high-speed rail, but heard concerns on a wide variety of Valley issues and said he's listening and will be acting on what he's heard.
I want to be rational, I want to be balanced, and I want to have the interests of the Valley always at heart.
Now, Fresno Mayor Lee Brand met with Gavin Newsom and said he was really heartened and encouraged to see the governor's taking such an interest in Fresno and the Central Valley. Now, the governor-elect just came out of this room with a Teamsters T-shirt. He went in there to address the crowd of folks waiting to hear from him. Reporting live from West Central Fresno, Gene Higginson, ABC 30 Action News.